Valkyrie prepared. Need something destroyed?
Hey there, StarCraft fans. Falcon Paladin coming at ya with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood Remastered. Today on Colorless Fate, we've got Light saying, "You die" to herO for some reason. Right side of the map, it's Light. Left side, it is herO. TVZ shenanigans here for you from a new ASL map. It's exciting stuff. Very excited for ASL 22, and it's a TVZ, man. If you want a TVP on this map, I cast one yesterday. It features herO, Light, and Bisu, man. Incredible stuff here on Colorless Fate. We'll check it out. It's a big main, dude. Look how much room for activities. Left side, top side, bottom side, natural, fairly small. We do have an egg wall here, which means Lings can get through, and Ghosts can get through, and Zealots can get through, but that's about it. So one of my subscribers, Toy Cop, played a PvZ on this map. Right? He's got his Nexus here. He's walling off against Lings, and then Lings just waltz right through this wall and kill him, and he's like, oh! Right, I'm going to veto this map, and he did, which again is his right. So, 6 o'clock, low ground expansion, just super hard to deal with against tanks. We have an expansion here on mid-ground. It's available with gas, and I don't think there are any mineral-only expansions here. So, we've got low ground there. We've got a low ground here. Just all these low grounds. You put a tank on this ramp, and it's like, ugh, hard to deal with, sir. These corner bases are fairly easy to take as a third base, right? Because it is not low ground. I don't think tanks out here can hit your building here. And easier to wall off than your natural. Certainly the case. Overpool here from herO. Good stuff on a two-player map, man. It could be a proxy. It could be a 2 racks opener. It could be a crazy 3 racks opener, but it's not going to be a 3 racks. We'll check the gas timing from Light. See what he is all sorts of doing here. Overlord Terry. Brr, brr, brr. That's right, Terry. Check out the Ursidon, super injured and no HP listed whatsoever. He's probably a Ghost Ursidon in that case. We've had an epidemic of Ghost Ursidons on the channel. What do you do with them? Ignore them. Hope they're not going to bring their friends. There's the expansion at 11. Cool stuff. So, Ling's out for defensive purposes. It's a 2-player map, dude. This is what we see on Eclipse, right? This is what we see on any number of 2-player maps out there these days. There's the expansion. So actually, kind of doing the wrong build, right? From a Zerg perspective. You got to do it safe, but if this is a 1 racks expand versus a overpool expand, guess who's going to win this thing? Light has the better opening. We'll see, right? It's not a guaranteed victory. We'll see if he can follow this, use it to his advantage. herO's an insanely good Zerg player. He could win ASL 22, man. He is a monster in his own right. So SCV slips on through here too. Oh, I forgot to mention workers can do that too. Sees the Lings and says, right, Zerglings, how many are there? Juke them. No, they're too fast. Even without speed, they're too fast. It's a metabolic boost. Oh no, it's Lair and then metabolic boost. Right. My timing was a little bit off there, but it is going to be Lair. It is going to be metabolic boost. It's going to be Mutalisks here from herO. Is it a good map for Mutas? You can kind of hang out up here and kind of snipe stuff down on this low ground. Not a lot of airspace behind these mineral lines to really get anything done with the Mutas as gas comes in for Light now. But again, a lot of airspace to kind of hang out here, hang out here. I guess turret positioning is fine. I think Light's going to be okay. I don't see him losing more than, maybe 5 or 6 SCVs, depending on how committed the Mutalisk attack is, because that's kind of the big deal here is, right? How committed is the Mutalisk attack? Are we getting a second gas? Absolutely not. Spire, yes. If you get the second gas during the Spire construction, generally means you're committing on some level. Look at that. Safety sunken. Dude, so many Zergs are just like, I'm just going to get a safety sunken, man. I'm just worried about that Vulture. It is so common these days to make a few Marines, make it look like it's not going to be a Vulture, or have a Marine push out maybe. This Overlord positioning is too good, though. In which case, Safety Sunken's great for dealing with unupgraded Marines or Vultures or whatever might come your way. How many times have we seen a Vulture opening in a TVZ lately where, yeah, the Sunken's incredibly useful? It's the nicest thing. So we're going to make a couple Lings, maybe another Sunken here. Trying to get here before the Spire finishes, which can be really powerful, but Zerg players are getting better and better at figuring out. And, kind of poking around this way. Weird. Yeah, second Sunken gets canceled because it could be hit by Marines from this angle, and then he just falls back home. right? Faint out, force a sunken out, force maybe the Zerg player to overreact, hurt them economically, and then lose nothing yourself because you need these Marines anyway. You're making them regardless. Regroup with some medics. Come back later. It's such a high-level move that I wish we saw more often, because Zergs don't want to do that. Zergs just want to make drones, man. They don't want to make one sunken, let alone 2 sunkens. That's just a complete waste of time. But engineering bay coming in, more and more racks. This is incredibly standard play. And it's a brand new game, so you know it's not old, right? This is light on Colorless Fate, just going SK Terran. Doesn't mean he can't do something else. Doesn't mean he can't fire up Valkyries or, you know, get into a faster radiate or something weird like that, or go into mech later. He can do all those things. But this is straight up Marines, medics, science vessels, SK Terran, all the live long day. The mutas get here before the turret is done. Light, come on, man. You can't be doing that. Oh, gosh. Before that turret's done either. These Marines don't have upgrades. There's only 5 of them, or the Mutalisks, rather. The Marines also don't have attack upgrades. They're working on it. They got stim. They're working on range. So the timing's a little bit late, but it's not world-endy here. Light's going to be okay. We got more Mutalisks in production. We got that +1 attack for those mutts. Another SCV down. Third base top left. Any sign of a Queen's Nest? No. He's not trying the Soma strategy of just... Come on. Just mutas and lings. Tell me that's not what the man is doing. Does it matter if I use the arrows to scroll versus... I kind of feel like it's smoother to scroll on the edges than it is to use the mouse. Or the keys on the keyboard. I don't know. I guess what I should do more often is click on the mini-map and just be like, aha, then there's no scrolling at all. Hydroden, yes. Scanning, any sign of tech? No. Hydroden, Queen's Nest? Yeah. So really standard plays here. He waits for the scan and then throws down the Queen's Nest in the natural because he knows, actually the main. Never mind. I was going to say, he already scanned here once, and maybe he did, but either way. Should be able to see it pretty nice. So yeah, the mutas are here to buy time to get Hive Tech out, get Dark Swarm, get Plague, because this is SK Terran. This is going to try to hit before Dark Swarm is there. We've seen so... Oh, free SCD's free. We've seen so many games where the Terran player tries to show up right as Consume is being researched, and then sometimes they bust in before Consume is done, and oh no, the Zerg is dead, and sometimes Consume finishes during the attack. And ho-ho, the Zerg is fine. It all comes down to timing, sir. So Hive on the way, Lurker Aspect, Research in, double starport. In production here too. Science facility very soon. Light's timing on that is going to be crisp. It's a full stack of mutas, sir. Full stack, +1 attack. Just hanging out, you know, not committing to anything here. I kind of feel like once you have the +3, like you might as well commit, huh? +3. The +1. Also, if you had +3, you should probably commit too. So, here's the deal. You don't want to lose this group. The end. If Light loses this group of Marines, he's done. They need to be bunched up as possible. If they start spreading out into a line, the mutas will pick them off one by one, and they will all die. I think he's maybe trying to set up for a third. Yeah, look at this. Look at that. Yeah, you want 4. You want 5 Marines attacking your Mutalisks. Well, the enemy Mutalisks. You don't want your Mutalisks taking that kind of damage. Thank you very much. Scans in. Perfectly done. Sees Hive timing. Excellent. Really nice on that Hive timing. It is some Valks. I thought it was going to be science vessels. It's Valks. Doesn't even have a science facility. What am I even talking about? Oh, not pure SK Terran, unless you consider the Valkyrie's replacement for the science vessels, which you kind of can, but there is a science facility coming in. Valkyrie reveals itself. Says, hey, you should make some Scourge back home there, herO, and he does. He fires up a pair of Scourge. Says, how many Scourge am I going to need is the larger question today. Filer Mound, si senor. Lurker Trap, Lurker Trap, Lurker Trap! not... What? Oh my gosh, the mutas are bait for a lurker trap. He wants everybody on this spot. He's like, hey, the mutas are down here. You should chase them. These guys made it through. Did he... Oh. He's playing with fire. He almost just nodded. He hasn't found an optimal group where the Marines are on top of the lurkers yet. Okay, so he's like, all right, screw the trap. We're just going to run up and lose 2 lurkers for no reason. Burrow in a position, lose another lurker, and then all the lurkers just die. Wow. Okay, I think maybe engaging... Nice angle. I think maybe engaging the lurker trap when he had something was better than whatever that was. That was really bad from herO. Maybe he's going to try it again. Nope, scanned. He's like, hang on a second. You have lurkers. Where could they possibly be? Consume's on the way, folks. Defiler Mound done. Consume in production. Defiler Mound is gross, right? Look at all the gross things that Zerg have. Valkyrie shots. Scourge. No connection. The jukes are insane. Really? No connections on these at all? Maybe one. Nope. That's not enough damage to be from a Scourge. Thank you very much. So we got Nidus for that third base. Third base for... Okay, we're going to drop here. Third base for Light coming in bottom right while he drops the main. No way he's going to cancel Consume. Dude, he's not targeting very well. He's getting the Spire and the Defiler Mound at the same time. Can he get both? Yes, the Spire dies. The Defiler Mound dies. Consume is done? Question mark? Dude, Light is just professionally engaging with these lurkers, man. Oh my gosh, the Hydrodan's gonna die too. Trying to push up here at the third, a little bit too hard for that one. I'm pretty sure Consume is done. It was extremely close. It was extraordinarily close that Consume was either canceled or done there. It was not in the production tab when the Defiler Mound died. So I don't think herO canceled it. Anyway, point is, Light's walking into the natural like he owns the place. He's a little bit scared of lurkers at the moment. He's just kind of splitting out. Cracklings are a problem. Slowlings, though. I don't think they're cracklings at all. What in the Overlord death position is this? Supply blocked? No, but it's 124 to 65 supply. I'll let you guess who's ahead right now. It's a lot of Valkyries, sir. Yeah, okay, rebuilding Defiler Mound, rebuilding Spire. If the Zerg wants to commit this much to Butalisks, then Valkyries are a great answer. If, you know, you happen to be Light or Flash or Speed or something, or Rush, maybe if you're not one of those guys, it's not that great of an idea. We've seen Terran players struggle with these before, where they see the micro, they try the micro, and then it doesn't work, and if they don't shoot at all, and you're like, ooh, that's not good. So, Adreno's coming in. No, it did die. Oh, he canceled Consume before the Defiler Mound died. Oh, no. Dude, I don't know why Light's not pushing in here, man. He did say you die to start this game, so he was feeling pretty confident about how things are going. Not sure where these Valks are going home. There's really nothing to kill back home. Just maybe preparation for a Muta counterattack of some kind. Yeah, so we're doing this again. Consume's on the way. Just had enough energy for a Dark Swarm naturally. That never happens. When's the last time you saw a Defiler cast a Dark Swarm without having cast Consume first? Especially at 13 minutes. It never happens. Actually, I've been casting some quality versus quantity UMS stuff on the channel during the live streams. It's just 5 players who can't get upgrades at all against 3 players. Everything they have is upgraded. It's pretty fun, but then you see the Defilers come out and you're like, oh, they can't research Consume. So they have to wait around to get the energy to get a Consume off, right? Amazing. Anyway, the supply block is brutal. Cracklings into the base. There's enough Marines to handle that. Oh my, death of all. Yeah, that's it. GG. G, F, and G, man. I don't know what herO's supposed to do here. He's down 40 supply, and he's supply blocked into next week. He's We've got Dark Swarm and Lurkers, all right? Great. But guess what? Irradiate's been done for a minute. The Science Vessel count is 6. Light's expanding to a 4th base where the Zerg player feels absolutely no level of comfort getting a 4th base of his own. None. Plague's on the way. If this, I mean, I really don't think herO can make a comeback here, guys. I know. Every time a Zerg wins a TVZ, all the comments are like, oh, Defilers are overpowered. They can't be stopped. If a Defiler exists, the Terran is dead. And it's like, okay, watch Light sometime. Watch Flash sometime. Watch Speed sometime. Rush. Like, these guys aren't dying just because Dark Swarm exists, okay? You're dying because Dark Swarm exists because you're a scrub like the rest of us at StarCraft. By golly. But it is manageable. It is a manageable thing. Science Vessel in for a scouting expedition with the... There you go. Irradiating a thing. Not dying to Scourge either. D-Matrix. Oh, survived. Oh, survived again. You could survive 4 Scourge hits if you get a D-Matrix up on a Science Vessel before you send it in. That's amazing, very cool stuff. Ling's checking the 6 o'clock. Nothing there. Hey, Ling's accidentally scouting a drop. There are 5 cracklings in this base, but we have fire bats. Who's scared of cracklings when we have fire bats? Oh, yeah. Back in the main base again. The running drones are dying at 60 to 40 workers. Queen's and that's going to die for some reason, and that is a Light saying, I told you you would die. Look at this. Just oh, nice plague. How many Lurkers have died today, and how many kills have these Lurkers possibly get? Dude, the fire bats. Inside the Dark Swarm getting work done. The plague makes it a little bit harder for them to do their jobs. Ow. Yeah, no, come on. 140 to 78 supply. Blings are kind of causing some annoyances over this way, but nope, herO GG's out. It's like, okay, all right. GG, good grief. Yeah, but Light, man, come on. What a game from him. I think the game changed when there was a Lurker trap right about here, and Light did walk a bunch of Marines and medics over it. Well, kind of, not all the way, and herO was like, must wait until optimal moment for Marine death, and then nope, it never came. It never came, and then he had to unburrow the Lurkers and try to do something over here, and they all died, and then maybe killed like 3 Marines instead. So yeah, that early Lurker trap could have been a major, major change to what happens in this game. But after that, dude, those Lurkers died. That's the game. Either your first group of Marines goes out there and dies to Lurkers, Lings, Mutas, whatever, and then you're in a lot of trouble, or you crush, you wipe out whatever's out there, and then you're ahead. That first attack, that first push can really snowball into an incredible, incredible time, incredible potential victory for you as well. So we're talking about one of the best displays here. Dude, Light is just that good, man. Again, he can win ASL 22, without a doubt. He might even end up playing herO in ASL 22, and it could be a game just as good as this one, just as good as this guy can give us. And again, it was basic SK Terran. I mean, yeah, there's a giant Valkyrie flock, which again, should I figure out when the Mutalisks died? Hold on a second. Because for a while there were Mutalisks, right? And then suddenly there were not Mutalisks anymore anywhere. So let's watch these guys on ×2, right? Harassing, killing turrets. We're working on +1. We're the best Mutas of all time. There it is. +1's done, and usually that means you dive in there. When you get +1, we see it. It's like a psychological change in all Zergs when they get +1 attack on their Mutas. But he just doesn't. I don't think he does an attack here for a while. I don't know if he knows about... He can't possibly know about the Valks because they're not at all done yet. The armory is just finishing. Timings are sick, though, from Light. Let's be real about that. And then, yeah, look. Huge Mutaflock. +1 attack. He's buying time for the Hive to come in back home. These were a major player in the game. And then they were gone. Remember? Remember how they were like the main source of attraction for Zerg? From 7 minutes, 5 or 6 minutes to 9 minutes. It's got to be the Valkyries found these guys and killed them, right? It has to be what happened. Yeah, here's the trap. And the Muta's right. They tried to play bait. They tried to be like, hey, come over here. There's nothing here. Come kill my Mutalisks. But then the lurkers all died up that. We can see that on the mini-map. You know, it's 10 Mutalisks. It's just hanging out. They have to go somewhere. Ah, there it is. The Valkyries chased them away. They're like, oh, Valkyries, huh? Okay, well, I guess this is not the place for us. Then there's the drop in the main, and the Mutas can't engage because there's Valkyries down there. And then they're like, I guess we'll counterattack, right? Loses one there. Oh! They were very injured, attacked a group of Marines, and all died. Oh. Yeah, that'll do it. And then these guys make a home. They just make a home inside the main base here of herO. herO's just not having any of this. And I mean, again, I understand Dark Swarm is very, very good. And Plague is very, very good. But look at Light. Just handle it like a boss. He didn't complain about it. He didn't have any issues about this. Awesome. What a great game. What a great game that was. All right. Well done, Light. Taking down herO. Taking down a Zerg player on Colorless Fate. New map from ASL 22. We'll see a lot of games on this through ASL 22, won't we? It's already started, man. It's already started by the time you're seeing this. We are fairly deep into it, but 93,000 to 79,000 points in favor of Light. herO outproduced him, but got out-killed. Structures raised, negligible, and the outspend by the Terran because the main base was ravaged so hard. Brutal. Brutal stuff, two-player map. herO did his best. And like I said, the build has a lot to do with it too, right? herO goes over pool. It's a 1-rack expand for Light. His economy is going to be better than normal. All right. Well, that's going to be it for me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming at you with yet another edition of StarCraft Brood War Remastered. Go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, Patreon, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.